connected and let me share the screen. So guys, can anyone tell me what is meant by SQL Server? What is a SQL Server, guys?
SQL Server is a database software.
Okay.
It help you store data, process and retrieve data.
Okay. Very good. Okay. So SQL Server is an RDBMS software. Okay. SQL Server is an RDBMS software. I'll explain what is this RDBMS. Okay. RDBMS software, which will help you to store the data, to process the data, and to retrieve the data. To retrieve the data, to store, to process, and to retrieve the data, we are going to use SQL Server database software. Where we are going to use the software, guys? Where we are going to use the software? Yesterday we
Backend.
discussed it, right? Yes, backend for any application. Okay, backend for any application. Usually we'll use this database software as a backend database software for applications. Okay, so application is nothing but anything which is fulfilling your requirements. Okay, anything which is fulfilling your requirements, you can call it as an application. Amazon is an application, Flipkart is an application, WhatsApp is an application, PhonePe is an application. Okay, everything what you are doing, what you are accessing in your mobile, all the things are applications, or you can call it as apps. Okay, so for every application, the backend database should be there. So guys, can anyone tell me what is the three-tier architecture of any application?
Web server,
Web server, application server, and
Okay,
database server.
very good. Okay, web server, application server, and database server. These are the three-tier architecture for any application. Okay, so first request will comes from the browser to web server, then web server to application server, then application to the database server. Then on the database server, your request will run, and the results again from the database server to application server to web server to browser. Okay, then you can see the product or else whatever request you're doing, you can see the outcome of that particular request. Clear, right? So everything is clear, right? Whatever discussed yesterday, is it clear or you have any questions yesterday? I hope we don't have time to discuss much. Any questions, guys, in yesterday's class or any general questions related to the course? No questions? Are we good to go?
Yes, sir. My question is how the data transaction is happen when we um, like some like the example of ATM when we enter the ATM card, then how the backend procedure are going
That is
and how the
one
data is
thing.
retrieving and the data is storing like this.
Yes, one thing is we cannot okay, show you how the transaction flow will be there. Okay,
Okay.
as discussed, the main transaction, the basic transaction flow is even for ATM also same thing, web server, application server, database server. Even once you go to the ATM, okay, on the interface on the screen, you can see the right interface. That is an application. So once
Yes.
you just inserted your ATM card, you can see lot of options like cash withdrawal, check balance, change mobile number, passbook printing. These are the different options, right? So in that applications, these options are there. Whenever you click on any option, automatically depends upon the inputs you are giving. Finally, at the end of the day, those inputs will touch the database server, and again, it is going to send you the output. Say, for example, you just clicked on check balance. Immediately, it will ask you the password. You will enter the password or PIN. Okay, once you enter the password or PIN, again, it will go to the database server. It will check, okay, for this card number, is he gave proper PIN or not? Okay, he gave proper PIN. Chalo, authenticated, yes. Then he is going to, that particular application will allow you to see your balance. Okay, that balance where you can see from where you are getting that balance information, again from the database you are getting that balance information. Every application, as discussed yesterday with the diagram, it will follow the three-tier architecture.
Yes, sir. Got it, sir.
Yeah. Any questions, guys? Any questions, general questions regarding course and all? Any other questions you have? Yes, SQL is a language, okay, and RDBMS softwares are different. SQL is a language. Using this SQL language, we are going to communicate with the database softwares. Okay, so the language which we are going to use to communicate with the MS SQL is called, what is that language we are going to use to communicate with MS SQL Server, Microsoft SQL Server?
Yes, sir.
Which language we'll use to communicate with the Microsoft SQL Server? T-SQL,
T-SQL.
very good. T-SQL, okay. And for Oracle?
PLSQL.
PLSQL, okay. Can anyone tell me which language we'll use for MySQL?
MySQL.
Yes, that is the assignment question for tomorrow. Okay, find it and let me know the answer. Okay, fine. Chalo, let's jump into the topic. So the first topic is versions of the SQL Server. So this is the document we are going to follow. Okay, so half of the classes will be there from this document only. I'll follow this document. Okay, then from backups onwards, we'll have separate documents for each topic. So we'll follow those documents. Okay. So as of now, for the next 10 to 15 classes, I hope 20 classes, we'll follow this document only. Right. So this is a big document, not a small one. Okay. Fine. So let's discuss the versions. Okay. First of all, as discussed, the SQL Server is an RDBMS software, right? What is meant by RDBMS, guys?
Relational database management system.
Very good. Okay. So relational database management system. Okay, relational database management system. This is the process of storing the data into the database. How you are storing the data, in which format you are storing the data. Database is a repository. In the repository, how you are storing the data? How we are going to store the data, guys, in the database? Can anyone tell me?
By inserting the record.
Right.
In the form
So
of
we are
tables.
going, yes, sorry, in the form of.
Tables,
Very good. Excellent. 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 Yes, pages are that is different. Okay. So we are going to store the data in the form of tables, guys.
Yes, tables.
In the form of tables. So table is the basic storage unit. Okay. In your RDBMS software, we are going to use tabular formats to store your data. Each and every information will store in the form of tables only. Again, remember this one, each and every information, even SQL Server related information also, okay, that is also going to be stored in the form of tables only. Any information in the SQL Server, it will store in the form of tables. Relation between the tables, maintaining the relation between the tables is called RDBMS. Relational database management system. Before RDBMS, we have DBMS system. Okay, by using this DBMS, we use it to store the data. Database management system means the tables, the information or the data is going to be stored in the form of individual tables. In the form of individual tables. Okay, in the DBMS software, we use it to store the data in the form of individual tables. Then Professor E.F. Codd, okay, Professor E.F. Codd introduced this RDBMS. Okay, chalo, you are maintaining the database, okay, in tabular formats. That's good, no problem. But imagine if you go for a student table, or if you go to the DMart, you can see lot of items are there, right? Lot of items are there. DMart also going to store the information, right? What items are there in the store? What is the quantity? Okay, when it arrived, what is the manufacturing date? What is the expiry date? Everything it is going to store, right? Imagine, and again for each product, for example, say for example, 10 noodles packets are there, or 100 noodles packets are there in the store. For each product, there will be an entry, right? Why? Because once you just took one noodles packet, if you go to the bill desk, okay, so that customer, that representative, that DMart representative is going to scan the product. So automatically it is going to read the information about the product. That means already that product information is already stored in the table, right? So then that's why whenever he or she scans the item, immediately you can see the price. There you can see a lot of information, but they are going to take the price and it is going to be added into our bill, right? So each and every product will have an information. That information is going to store in the form of tables. So imagine in the DMart, if it's a very big store, how many products are there? How many products are there? Okay, each product there will be an entry, right? So if there is no relationship between the tables, you have to maintain very big table with a lot of columns and all. What is meant by very big table? Not in the form of records. Okay, so what is meant by record and column? Okay, first of all, table, right? We are going to store the data in the form of table. What is this table? Collection of records is called a table. Collection of records, that's called a table, or collection of rows and columns, respective rows and columns. So you can call it as a collection of records. Is always, of course, it's a table itself. Okay, this collection of numerical. Okay, that's fine. Not like alphabets and all. Okay, it's collection of both alpha and numeric. Okay, so it's not like alphabets, it's not like numeric. Okay, table, you can see a lot of information. If you go to student table, you can see name, you can see student ID, you can see the class, you can see the marks. Everything is going to store in the table, right? So it's an alphanumeric. Fine. So here, let me show you a sample table. Okay. Demo. Here is our table. Yes, this is our table. Okay. So if you see this table, okay, the data in an RDBMS is stored in database objects which are called as tables. Okay, so remember guys, one more important point. In the SQL Server, we'll call everything as an object only. Okay, we'll call everything as an object only. Database objects means what? Tables. Okay, we'll call tables objects. We'll call tables as an objects. We'll call databases as an objects, files as an objects. Okay, so we'll call everything as an objects in the SQL Server. So the data in an RDBMS is stored in database objects, which are called as tables. Okay, this table is basically a collection of related data entries, and it consists of numerous columns and rows. You can see, right? I hope everyone knows what is meant by table. The one which you are like, which you can see now, this is a table, a sample table. So in this table, you can see lot of information, right? So you can see the columns here. You can see the columns. These are the columns. And you can see the rows. These are the rows. Okay. So vertical entity, you can call it as a column. All vertical entities, you can call it as a columns. And all horizontal entities, you can call it as a records. Okay. One Ramesh 32 Ahmedabad 2000 is a record or row. Row or record. Let me show you that one. Yes, okay. This is a record or row. One entry, you can call it as one record. One Ramesh 32 Ahmedabad 2000. It's a record, or you can call it as a row also. Row or record, both are same. Okay. Horizontal entity, you can call it as a record, whereas vertical entity, you can call it as a column. Okay, where is that column? Let me show you that column as well. Yes, this is your column. A column is a vertical entity in a table that contains all information associated with the specific field. Okay, field or column, both are same, guys. Field or column, both are same. Row or record, both are same. Okay, is a vertical entity which tells about specific information. Okay, row or record. A horizontal entity which tells about a specific entry. Okay, so by just looking the record, you can see all the information about that particular entry. If the entry is a student, you can see the whole information. If the entry is the employee, you can see the whole information. In the record, you can see the complete information of an entry, whereas in the column, you can only see the specific information. You can only see the specific information. Say, for example, salary column, you can only see the salary objects. Employee name column, you can only see the employee names. Employee location column, you can only see the employee location. Your column will tells you about the specific information, whereas your record will tells you about the whole information. Okay, so table means what? Collection of records, you can call it as a table, or else whereas collection of rows and columns, you can call it as a table. What is meant by a row? A horizontal entity, you can call it as a row or a record, whereas column, a vertical entity, you can call it as a column. Okay, a vertical entity, you can call it as a column. Let's open this table again. Right. Okay. So guys, can you tell me in this table, how many columns are there? How many rows are there? How many columns? How many rows?
5 columns and 7 rows.
7 rows. Okay. Fine. Good. How many fields are there?
5
5
fields.
fields and 5 fields.
5 fields. And how many records are there?
7
7.
records.
7 records. So field is nothing but column. Field is nothing but column. You can call this column as field or column. You can call this row as a row or record. Vertical entity is a column or field. Horizontal entity is a row or record. Okay, so you can see there are 5 columns: 1, 2, ID, name, age, address, salary. These are the 5 columns. Records, you can see, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You can see 7 records are there in this table, right? So before RDBMS, I just now I told you, right? Before RDBMS, we have only DBMS system. That means each and every information is going to store in the form of very big tables. What is the problem if the table is very big? Guys, tell me 1 or 2 problems if the table is big. Just tell me 1 or 2 problems if the table is big.
So maintaining is too difficult,
Very good.
and we cannot, if there is a too big table, so we cannot make relation between them.
Yes, very good. Okay, good. Okay, the main thing is maintenance. It is hard to maintain. It will take. Yes, very good. Okay. Yes, first thing is maintenance. It is very difficult to maintain big tables and all. Second thing is accessing. Third is security. Again, if I gave access to you on a table, you can see all the other columns also. You can mask it, but again, security is also one more issue. Say, for example, HRs can only see the records and all. HRs, of course, they are authorized persons to see the salaries also. But if I gave access to any other people on the same HR table, if there are no individual tables, imagine if there are no small tables, or if there is no RDBMS concept. So again, everything related to the employee has to be stored in a single table. You have to maintain all the information in the single table, including salary and all. So there might be a chance someone can see your salary. Okay, not only salary. So that's just an example. So that's just an example. So in the same way, maintaining is very difficult if the whole data is in a single table. While loading also, as a big data has to be loaded inside the memory, so usually you will get performance issues. Okay, so that's why to avoid all these things, EF card proposed one format that is called RDBMS. Whatever format is there, that's fine. He just extended that format, existing format. Okay, what he did, what he proposed, okay, chalo, you are doing good thing, but do one thing, create a small tables. Okay, create a small tables. Let me show you the example. Okay, say for example, an employee table is there. Okay, so in the employee table, usually if it is a DBMS table, will store the whole data in a single table, right? Employee number, employee name, okay, employee location, employee designation, okay, employee salary, employee hike percentage, okay, employee department. So everything we have to store in a single table, right? So what he did, okay, so that's fine. This is the whole DBMS system. You have to store all the data in a single table. Okay. So then as discussed, right? So we have a lot of challenges with the DBMS. Then RDBMS, EF card proposed RDBMS. What he did, he just proposed small tables, store the data in the form of small tables. Like he just divided the tables like this: E number, E name, location, department, that everyone can see. Okay, not an issue. What he did again, E number, salary, hike. So he just created two tables now. Okay, he just created two tables. This is one table and this is one table. Same format, same information you are storing. Okay, and how they are going to maintain the relationship between those two tables? How they are going to maintain?
By using RDM.
Yes. Okay. By using a common column. See here, E number is there here also. E number is there here also. By using a common column, they are maintaining a relationship between the tables. Instead of again E name, simply if you give E number, okay, E number, imagine 1, okay, something like Suresh, location is Hyderabad, department is IT, and 2, Mahesh, location Bangalore, department, okay, HR department, okay, 3, okay, and Venkat, okay, location is again Hyderabad, and he is from IT department. So like this, you can see the data. So please give record permission, Srinivas. Okay, what happened, Srinivas? Forget about the class, huh? Okay, so in the same way, we are going to maintain again one Suresh salary is, imagine, 20,000, and he got a hike of 10%. So like this, Mahesh salary is 2. So Mahesh employee number is 2. Okay, and his salary, imagine, 30,000, and he got a hike of around 15%. So this table only can be visible to the HRs. This table everyone can see. Those who are having permissions, everyone can see this table. But this table only can be, okay, accessed by the HR. So the common column is, you can see employee number, employee number. Okay, so using a common column, you can maintain the relationship between the tables. So now the tables are small tables, so no issues. You can maintain the security, and you can maintain the tables also related to the storage and all. You can easily maintain and you can easily access the tables. Okay, so in this way, EF card proposed the system. This is called RDBMS. Okay, storing the data in the form of small tables and maintaining the relation. Mainly, the concentration is maintaining the relationship between the tables. Is called relational database management system. So in the SQL Server, all the tables, all the data will be stored in the form of tables only, including system related information also will be stored in the form of tables only. But small table, small means don't think like only 3 columns, 4 columns and all. Small means, okay, easily accessible tables and all. Okay, so then we are going to maintain relationship between the tables by using a common column. So this is what an RDBMS system, relational database management system, means. Storing the data in the form of tables and maintaining relationship between those tables is called an RDBMS system. Right, clear guys? Any issues, any doubts here? Everyone? Okay, fine. So let's jump into the versions of the SQL Server. Okay, what versions are there? What is meant by version first of all? What is meant by version? Guys, in any RDBMS software, we are going to store the data in the form of tables only. Oracle also will store the data in the form of tables only. MySQL in the form of tables only. NoSQL in the form of tables only. Any RDBMS software, DBMS software, we are going to store the data in the form of tables only. Okay, right. So let's jump into this versions. Okay, what is meant by version? What is meant by version?
Version means, sir, the previous software have new updates, sir.
Very good. Okay, so that means an updated software copy, you can call it as a version, right? An updated software copy, you can call it as a version, right? So for example, the live example is you all are using smartphones. Before smartphones, what we have? Before smartphones, what we have? Before smartphones, what we have, guys?
Headphones.
Mobile phones.
Feature phones, right?
Yes.
Before smartphones, we have feature phones. Before feature phones,
Pager.
before feature phones, we have landlines, right?
Landline. Right.
Before landlines,
Pager.
yes, pager is
Pager.
also there. Before landline, we have pagers and all, right? And before
Right.
pagers, how we are
We
going
are
to?
communicating through mail, post mail, sir.
Very good.
Postmail.
How we have communicated using your letters and all.
Letters.
Okay, letters. So in this way we use it to, so the era is changed slowly, it is changing. Letters to post, landlines to pagers to your particular cardinal phones, then your, okay, mobile phones, feature phones, now smartphones, you can see. So these are the versions, guys. Okay, how they are upgraded, you can see. This is the live example. And earlier in the smartphone, we use it to use this. Okay, what is that OS we are using? Android. Okay, for Android phones, we have different operating system phones. Android phones, iOS, like this, we have different operating system phones, right? So Android also, earlier you can see Android 4, Android 5, Android 6, Android 7, 8, 9, 10, like this. These are the different versions in the Android operating system. In the same way, the laptops which we are using, now you are using Windows 10. Before Windows 10, we have Windows
7, sir.
Windows 7 or Windows 8.
Windows 8, Windows 8.1.
Windows 8.1. Okay. Before Windows 10. Yes. Yeah. Let me reopen the meeting. Okay. It is going to close now. Please join immediately with the same link.
Yes, sir.